know, I decided that I don't want a funeral, for me. You know, I had in my will already that the funeral shouldn't cost more than, a few $100. Casket should be built out of plywood. I mean, I got it very detailed in there. Not that anybody's gonna follow that. Because usually what happens, you have these wishes and it may not be what your family wants, they override them. But I just decided that I'm gonna take that whole section out of my will. I don't want a funeral. Now, in the will, basically, I donate my body and all my parts. Anybody wants anything off this old bag of bones, they can have it. I mean, it's actually a directive. I have a living will that, everything's in there. DNR, do not resuscitate. I don't want to be put on a ventilator. Pull the plug. Donate all my parts to anybody out there that can use them, that can further their lifespan on this earth. Because once you're dead, you don't need them parts anyhow. Now, again, families have a totally different opinion about stuff like this, religion, religious aspects. I don't give a shit. So I've got that whole section of my will, and I have this living will, and I've been meaning to make a video about this because I'm never in my home country, so that if those documents are presented to a doctor in, say, Cambodia, they can hit play on a video right there in the emergency room and listen to me talking to the camera. And I'm gonna do that, but not sitting like this. I mean, I'm gonna put a suit on, appropriate background, appropriate environment where people will actually believe that and honor it, just to back up the documents. But yeah, so that's the way I look at it. Yes, I'm an organ donor. Yes, take any of my parts. The rest of me, donate it to science. Probably the CDC would be a good place to put this bag of bones and let them study it for various fucking reasons. The sexually transmitted diseases section. Because folks, believe it or not, this crazy lifestyle, I'm straight. I mean, I got a clean bill of health when it comes to that. Which, all the risks I've taken and the ladies I've woke up next to, my goodness. And I've caught the clap over 100 times, however many times, I don't know. But that's just the bacteria. That's not really anything to be too concerned about. Back to the topic of hand. I don't want a funeral. I've been thinking about this a lot. I mean, I think about death more than the average person. As I've said before, in my professions that I've had, that I've held, the titles that I've held, the jobs I've worked, I've seen a lot of dead people. Death was always fresh in my mind. If you're in the medical field, you're in law enforcement, you're in the military, you get put in positions where you see dead people. But the other day, it's something I've been thinking about for a while, but the other day a funeral came through here, you got this big, fine, fancy car with the coffin in the back, and I'm just like trying to add up numbers in my head, how much is that, you got all these people, this big, huge procession, just, gathered for this gentleman or the lady's funeral. It costs money. Cost people money to gather like that. Now, if you're in the mortuary business, don't worry, your business is safe, but you're not gonna get my business. I don't think you'll be devastated by my opinions here, but I just don't want those expenses. Not that they're gonna be left to my family. I got enough money to bury my ass, but I would rather them have that money and put it in their pocket, whatever it may be. And say an average funeral in the U.S. costs what, 10 grand? And I really have no idea. I might be 5-10 grand off, and maybe 20 grand these days. Here it's not that much. But when you say not that much, even if, you know, they get you a plywood box and put you in the concrete over here at one of the cemeteries, you're still looking at what, $1,000? 50,000 pesos? That's a lot of money. Even if it were 25,000 pesos, that's a lot of money, you know. That can buy a lot of food, a lot of rice. So I just got to thinking about it. I do not want a funeral, period. You know, the people that I call friends, close, well, let's say close friends, they're not here in the Philippines. They're in other countries around the globe. I have a funeral. I'm gonna cost them fucking $1,500 for a round trip ticket, plus hotels, plus expenses. I'm gonna cost them $3,000. Like, my last act on this earth would be to cost my best friends $3,000. And if they don't come, then they bear that fucking guilt, which I've bore on several occasions because I didn't make my good friend's funeral. So how do you, you know, I use the word mitigate a lot, but I prefer to eliminate any problems like that, right? It's better to eliminate problems than to have to wait till they occur and mitigate them, or mitigate them ahead of time. It's better just to eliminate them, okay? You know, you having marital problems? Well, you can mitigate all this stuff with this, counseling, this, blah, blah, blah. You know what? If you just eliminated the marriage and never got married, I'm not talking about knocking your old lady off. I'm talking about if you never got married in the first place, back up the timeline, okay? Take the timeline back to the left. It'd be my left, be, well, whatever. Take it back. Don't get married. You don't have marital problems. So I don't want my last act on this earth to cost my close friends and family members $3 grand a piece just to come over to my funeral and listen to some dude who don't even fucking know me talk about, well, he was a good man and he's with Jesus now. And the guy ain't never met me. Because that's what happens a lot of times, right? Preacher don't know crap about you. Maybe you get the preacher from where you went to church, you know, when you were 12 years old. Now, who's going to deliver my eulogy, right? I had initially planned to do my own in a video. You just hit play. Real simple. Just push play. Let me do my own fucking eulogy. And maybe I will still do that and just, like, put it as private on my YouTube channel. And then when I die, just have the old lady go in there and publish it. There you go. You know, coming to you from the grave, from the afterlife. We are not alive. You know what I mean? That'd be the best way to do it. And then everybody just stay in your living room, right where you are. Watch the video. If you want to get dressed up, go upstairs, you know, get all dressed up for the occasion. It's not necessary. But if you have a real funeral, it's necessary, right? You got to dress up and compare clothes. And that's in my will too. I said, if my funeral, I don't want anybody dressing up. Blue jeans, t-shirt, serve beer, liquor, whiskey, Jack Daniels, and play some George Strait, George Jones, some rock and roll. And when they cart me off to the graveyard, play Highway to Hell. But again, when you got a friend in this state in America, you got a friend over here in this country in Southeast Asia, you know, all you guys that are listening to my voice, I consider you friends. But, you know, if I had a funeral, you know, it costs money. So really the only people coming are my close friends and my family, right? I don't want to cost them money for my last act on this planet. So I'm going to redo my will this week. and I'm taking out the funeral. There's not going to be a funeral for this dude here. There will be a eulogy video that's canned. In other words, it's in the can, it's uploaded, it's ready to go. I'll leave instructions with the old lady how to get in there and push publish. And everybody can attend my funeral from the comfort of your living room, your vehicle. Don't be watching my funeral riding down the road. You might get emotional and, you know, become distracted. We don't want that. So I think that works well for everybody. And, you know, say I kick out in a few days, whatever, you know, I want my old lady to continue this YouTube channel for her benefit and my kids. And that's one of the reasons that I started this game, the YouTube game, because people say, oh well, some people say, my tax dollars are supporting your lazy ass over there. And I'm thinking, how? So let me tell you all a secret. I don't have a pension. I don't get a government check. I'm not disabled. I'm not fucking getting a check from PTSD. I'm not drawing Social Security, disability. All the rumors out there floating around about me mooching off your tax dollars, you're just angry. You're angry at people that you perceive me to be. But I assure you, I'm not a drain on anybody's taxes. Other than the 2 months that I went to the U.S., I haven't been to the U.S. in years. I don't even drive on your fucking roads. I don't send kids to schools over there. I don't do anything on your fucking precious infrastructure over there that would take money out of my taxes. I don't do that. But I let the rumors perpetuate because this is the entertainment business. And the more you talk shit about me, the more it helps me with the algorithm, and I appreciate that. So no, I don't have a fucking free check from the government, a free check from a job. I don't get a free check. So part of starting this YouTube channel was because I was looking ahead 10, 15, 20 years. However long that might be before I take a dirt nap. And the old lady, wife number one of Forrest G, can pick up this channel and continue on with their lives, and you can continue to see what happens with them. And I got 26,000, 500, 600 subscribers now. Thank you guys very much for being a subscriber. So what's like the best insurance policy you could ever buy? 26,000 people who, in one fashion, one way or the other, they care about my family here. Certainly appreciate it. So she can continue this channel. Little Forrest G can continue this channel, and they can continue to make money in the entertainment business with 26,000 people looking over them. Where's the downside of that? So I kind of got off topic, but the topic of the video is I do not want a funeral. That's it. I am taking out the funeral. We will have a virtual funeral. And folks, I'm not down with this virtual shit, like, right? I'm an old school dude. Yes, I like YouTube and I like all the technology, but it doesn't beat friends getting together over a campfire and drinking beer, right? Reality. Being present. But the funeral costs money. It costs good people money. I don't want to do that to them, to my friends and family. And the way to eliminate that is to not have a funeral. And that's the way it's going to be. And, you know, another element of my will, it reads that, you know, I am to be buried in the country in which I die. So if I die right now in the Philippines, this is where I want to be just disposed of in some form or fashion. Most efficient manner, donate all the parts to science. And really that's the way to do it, is if you have a medical school or something that'll take the whole body, the cadaver, then you don't even need a box over at the funeral home, right? You save that money right there. And that's what I'm hoping that happens. So that's already in there. I just have to reinforce it that, hey, there's no funeral, okay? I don't even need a coffin. If the medical school will take this body and use it for science, and then they can incinerate me in the incinerator or throw me off in Manila Bay, whatever they do with the cadavers when they're done with them. That's it. And then how much money have I cost my family, cost my friends? Nothing. Haven't cost them anything. You know, and you know, you guys, 26,000 plus of my friends here on this channel. You know, just look over Forrest G and Maria Mercedes. But why am I doing this video? I don't know. You know, it's like, if you look at the videos on my channel, some videos just, you know, you're doing cooking show, this, and all of a sudden there's a crazy ass video in there. Well, it's because something just popped in my head, usually when I'm drinking, and I sit down in front of a camera and I just hit record. You know, just recently that Crossroads video, just something just popped in my head, and I grabbed a camera and I sat down and I started talking to it. And I'll be honest with you, it's talking to you guys. When I say talking to a camera, it's because I'm sitting here looking at this camera. But really, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you in your living room, or you're at work, at the gym, in your car. And again, don't watch my videos in the car, folks. Public service message, but I'm talking to you guys and it's therapeutic. And maybe it's therapeutic because I don't have a lot of close friends. I have a limited number of close friends that I can call. They're different time zones, so I can't just pick up the phone anytime that I'm awake, you know, or different time zones, different lifestyles, jobs, whatever. And so when I have these ideas pop in my head and I want to talk to somebody about it, I get to talk to 26,600 people just by hitting record. It is very therapeutic to me. Got drunk yesterday, got real crazy at the bars. I'll save that for another video, but not like that's a news flash or a shocker to anyone. Got drunk, and you know, you wake up in this fog, and I talked to you guys about how to deal with the hangover. Hold on, I gotta check on the baby. I don't know if she says he's okay. Thought he hit his head, but she said he's just crying. Been in a bad mood. You know, cutting teeth. He's got teeth coming in, growing pains, I guess. So every now and then he'll get in a bad mood, and I guess that's just, you know, just growing pains. Anyhow, back to what I don't even remember what I was talking about. Lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, talking to a camera. It's therapeutic. It really is. Because I'm having a conversation with 26,000 people right now. And I appreciate you guys listening. I feel better already. I was going to do a live stream, but I said, wait a minute. Just do the video. Now I'm wishing I would have had done the live stream, because then I can interact with you guys. Maybe I'll run this as a premiere. That's what I'll do. little windy day. I'm hoping that the audio is not too windy. If it's a little bit wind noise, it's shit happens. Got to deal with it. That's my thoughts on that. I realize that funerals aren't for the deceased; they're for the family. So am I taking that away from certain people? Well, maybe so, but my parents are getting on up there in age. I don't want them to have to travel. They would try. I mean, they couldn't right now because of the travel bans, but say there were no travel bans, they'd try their best to get on a plane and get over here, and I don't want that stress on them either. So therefore, there ain't gonna be no funeral. There will be in a video, an obituary narrated by this guy, the deceased. I mean, it ain't gonna be no like Morgan Freeman coming at you. Man, what I wouldn't give to get Morgan Freeman to read my obituary, do a voiceover on my video. Man. Aside from his political beliefs, let's not get into anybody's political beliefs. But if Morgan Freeman was president, or ever ran for president, became president of the United States, what a better persona for president, right? You just hear that guy's voice and you're calm. The movies that he played in when he was the president, I mean, you just feel like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to that dude. I'm gonna follow that dude. Now, leave his political views out of it. I don't even want to go there. I'm just telling you the characters that he's played in the movies, and his voice is presidential. Can't argue that. That motherfucker might be hardcore liberal, Republican. I don't really fucking know. I have no idea. I'm not gonna Google it. But it'd be cool as shit if I'm doing my obituary video and here comes Morgan Freeman's voice come across. He was one of the craziest motherfuckers out there. Drank beer every day. Most people would say he was a womanizer. Just go. Anyhow. So, that's my thoughts. I had a lot more points that I wanted to put out there, but they have left my mind right now. Give me a minute to get my shit together. Well, my luck is swinging towards the positive today. It's a good thing I didn't do this as a live stream because the power just went out. That last live stream I did when the power went out, the damn app locked up where it still said I was live like 30 minutes later. Chat box was still active. Obviously I'm not live. And like I had to delete the YouTube app to get the live stream stopped. It was crazy. I don't know if you've ever had a power outage during a live stream, but it's a pain in the ass. I've had it done, a couple times before. It's the same shit. Just a pain in the ass. You cannot get it shut down. Yes, I need to get one of those power backup things, so if the electric goes out, I still got 30 more minutes of power and live streaming. Yes, I do need to get that. Yes, I should have that. I don't. When the power goes out, it locks up everything on YouTube. It's a nightmare. YouTube, fix that shit, Need to put some type of filter in the algorithm that if it's not receiving any video feed after like 20 seconds, you shut it down. Something like that. Or a minute or something like that. So, yeah, that's today's thoughts, folks. See what you think about my no funeral. There will be no funeral for this dude right here. It's not gonna happen. Alternative, I will like Maybe we could schedule some get-togethers at a restaurant. Just go out to eat. Take yourself out to eat. Watch the eulogy video. Enjoy a couple cold beers in honor of the late, great King Marcos. And then carry on. And please carry on watching my channel with the old lady in Forest G, Maria Mercedes, and people in my life. That's all I got to say about that. If you're not a subscriber, bottom right hand corner of your screen, somewhere right in there, you're gonna see a little graphic. Right now it's an overstay road sign. By the time I post this video, it might be a picture of my face or my wife's face. Right there. If you click that, it's gonna say something about subscribe. You'll click subscribe, and then there's a bell. Click that bell, and it'll notify you on your phone when I post a new video. Because I do not have a production schedule. I haven't worn a watch in years. I got a few watches, but they're broke and they're set on 5 o'clock. I just wear them as jewelry pieces. Matter of fact, the gold one that I was wearing as a jewelry piece came from a dead man, and the band is broken now. I got to get the band fixed, but I wore it as a jewelry piece. Set at 5 o'clock. So yeah, if you'll hit that thing and subscribe, join my 26,000 plus subscribers. Certainly appreciate it. Get on board my train. Food, beer, visas, bad behavior, drunkenness, coming to you from this balcony here in the Philippines right now. Although we are thinking about moving. We are considering moving. People ask me where. Destination unknown, my friends. Boom, the power's back on. That was only about a 10-minute brownout, 15 minutes. No problem with that. I'll see you guys on the next one, my friends. Peace out. I know I left out a lot of parts that I was thinking, but I'm hungover, and that's the only thing that come to mind. I think I got my point across. I hope I did. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Wait a minute. Is the peace sign not cool anymore? I don't know. I ain't up on all the signs and shit that you can and can't do nowadays over in America because of them skinny jean wearing Call of Duty fucking shitheads. I'm out.